Hi guys, how you doing out there? Guess where we're at? Yeah, we're at the sawmill, but we're not going to be sawing, I don't think, with a big sawmill. These were cut down to make wood boxes. I need, let's see, 10, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 28 2x6s, 20, 28, make it 32. So I might have to cut another one of those logs, so maybe this afternoon we'll be out there. I'm just kind of bringing you along to see. It's a lot easier for me to cut these up back here because it's nice and long and whatever. So I'll let you kind of gander at this for a little bit. I think I'll probably do, maybe I'll do 3 little ones today, you know, like 10-minute ones. I have no idea what I'm doing, you know that. But it's what I'm working on today. So I'm going to cut these crappy boards. I got the pallets. I dug them up yesterday out of the pallet pile. I have no idea where they came at, but they are rock pallets, which that means they're probably made out of hardwood. They had to be trimmed up and touched up a little bit, but I think they'll work fine for what do you call it? Genuine imitation, temporary, permanent wood boxes. How's that? Did Mr. Haney get it right? Genuine imitation. You have to talk to Mark about that. He knows how to do Mr. Haney perfect, and a few other people too that I'm trying to get him to do. Anyhow, so I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm trying to cut some of this garbage out of these, but these are pretty bad boards. These cracks go all the way through. I have, as you can see down there, I have about 12 inches of extraness. I don't know how extra length on it. So what I got this marked, I want these to be 54 inches long, so I marked this at 55, and then I can trim up the other end. And it's just easier to work with shorter boards, and it's easier to work here. So we're just going to cut some of these up for a little bit, and then we might take a load up to the house, or I don't know. So that has as square as I can get it in on that end. Now I'm going to take and pull that back. You can see these go all the way through. That's pretty nasty, but it's probably functional. Oh, you know, I think I just cut that at the wrong length. No, I cut it at 55, but I want a 54. That's what I'm going for. I guess you can see what I'm doing. I ain't no carpenter, so laugh if you may. And it really doesn't make a whole lot of difference. Now I'm just going to take this over and put it in the back of the Kubota over here. If those hadn't been so much cracks in them, they probably wouldn't have been too bad of boards. I guess I can get this one next. This one's really bad, and it goes all the way through, so this piece here will probably break off anyway. So I might not use it, but I'll cut it anyway. I got another place where on those things that I'll show you that I might use. Here I'm doing 54 because that end down there is already almost straight. That's not, yeah, that's straight enough. Another one to the joint. I'd really like to get one wood box made today. If I get one made today, then I go up and get that wood out of the woods off the ground, and I think it'll dry out pretty good. Now this board here looks pretty good, so I ought to get 2 decent ones out of it. Uh-oh, I think I pushed that too hard. Nope. Okay, I want to go, if I'm looking at the end, this thing here's got some crack off on it here, so I can get up probably above this and still get 2 boards. So I'm going to square this in down here, then move it up. Kind of cherry picking. See what I'm talking about? I think they're all just break. but we're all right. What did I do with my pencil? Can't find it in my pocket. So now that one's got a square edge, so this one gets 54 down here. If I put the mark here, then it comes up on the guide so I don't have to draw a line on it. Of course I got, that's just some other mark. There is a little bit of a bind to this. So this one here is a real good, pretty good board. I don't know, it's not, none of them are great. Now this one here, I guess you're seeing what I'm doing. This one here has got the theoretically straight edge on that side, so we'll flip it down, measure 54. I forgot to charge my battery on my nail gun. I screw these in because the screws come out, and I'll explain that in another video probably. But to do the initial, I can't hold it and screw it in the way I want it, so I'll just shoot a nail in there to start with. Let's see, here's another one. Let's see what we got here. Kind of inspect it end to end and see where it's got the same crack down here that the last one did. Right here at the end, so we'll knock that off just above the crack. Got to say no to crack, right? Unless you're in the White House. That's a kind of an interesting situation. And you know something? It probably doesn't make a darn bit of difference. Because you're only going to find out what they're going to allow you to want to hear, or allow you to hear. And then even if they do catch anybody, unless it's somebody that's affiliated with Trump, ain't nothing going to happen to them. So I look at that as a total waste of money. I can't imagine any place in that White House where people can go that they wouldn't have cameras on. This day and age, there's so many cameras, and of all places. But I don't know. Yeah, I need that. Look at all the firewood I'm getting down there. That only gives me 8 boards so far. Let's take a look at this one. This one's kind of junk all over. It's got a crack up there. It's got a crack all the way down. This is a this is the heart pith, and that's why most people just cut that out of there. It's bad at both ends, so we'll just cut a few inches off this one to true it up. Probably should leave that knot in there, but I'm gonna cut that knot out. That knot will probably make it stronger. But I can cherry pick these once I get them to the location. Here we're going 54. This makes a great workbench. These will be fine. Now, I do kind of wish I had my oil sprayer made up, because if I sprayed it with oil, it may last a tad longer. The trouble with pallets is sooner or later that the bottom, they put runners on the bottom to make them more secure. But sooner or later those start to rot, and when they start to rot, they start dropping nails. Boy, that thing fell way underneath there. So that's kind of why I started making the pallets, my wood, what do you call it, wood boxes. Wood boxes the way I was making them with 4x4, treated 4x4s on the bottom. They don't rot, and because they're 4x4s, they seem to be a little bit more stable. Oh, Lordy, come here, board. That one, got a few inches off each end. I think we'll be all right. I don't need that. That one already broke off in one piece. That's a pretty piece of wood, but it ain't gonna work. And we'll come up to 54. Most of my wood crates are 60 inches wide. These are only, because I'm using what I got, are only going to be 48 inches wide. But they should hold 1/3 of a cord of wood. And that's about what those wood totes hold. So I'm all right with that. It doesn't. This is an emergency situation. It's an emergency. 54, right about there. Probably when I get down there, I'll probably found that I cut some too long, too short. I need 4 4-footers too, which that thing's moving all over the place on me. I can't hold it still. There we go. What did I say? I needed 32, so that means I need 16 to do one. We're a long way from 16, guys. I'm gonna lose my tape thing again. This one here's got a lot of ugliness on it. On the one side, I'll hide that on the inside, then you'll never know it when you're looking at it. Here's what I'm talking about. A lot of ugliness, but the other side looks fine. And like I said, I'm making over heavy duty wood boxes. So we're back. I think we're in the zone now. I'll cut a few inches off of this because it's got to crack up to about here. Go down to 54. We only got one more to cut. 54. I probably might have to trim those over there out to get what I need. That thing saws funny. You can't see it on here, but I gnawed a little bit of this out because I'm such a good carpenter. I wanted to test this. So consequently, the saw's coming in here and then has to go out. And when it does that, it binds the blade. That's why even on the big saw, it has to be perfectly straight or it won't saw. You can't saw circles with a straight blade. I guess you can't. I guess straight up and down, I guess it's a straight plane. I don't know. You guys figure it out. I did check 54. Oh, wrong spot. I did check because on the bottom of my original wood racks, I put, like I said, treated 4x4s on, and it takes 3 per wood crate. Hold on, be right back. Takes 3 per wood crate. So I called. This is on. Okay, no, I'm messed up. I put three boards that way. I'll get you a diagram. The base has 3 4x4s. I don't remember what the length is. I got it written over there. From here to here is 60 inches. So 60 inches and 60 inches is 12 feet. So if I buy a 8-footer, then I have a 2-foot 8-footer, then I have a 3-foot drop. If you follow that. If I order a 12-footer, I don't know, but it worked out the cheapest way. I called up to 84 Lumber because they're the only places that sell 10-foot 2x6s. Don't drop that. This has got a, I don't know if you can see that. We'll cut that off. Now I lost my train of thought and my square it. Anyhow, 84 Lumber is the only place to get that. So to make 2 wood boxes, I would need 10 of those. No, 5 of those to make 10. I don't remember. I get so senile. I'll go over that another time. I can't quite calculate in my brain right now, and if I start putting extra numbers in there, I'm going to be cutting really funny boards. Now it's got to come up just a little bit past this piece of steel here to make me a little bit happier, or keep me a little bit happier. See how it binds up? That's what's causing that. That's a fairly new blade. Alright, one more and we are done. And that will be a wrap with this video. You're watching paint dry again, guys. This is real time. I was going to talk to you about real time and logging and firewood and stuff like that, but I'll probably forget it. How long basically it took me to cut those trees down, get them out, and down into the landing. Alright, I need this stuff over there. We're going to go over here, but we're going to just carry this. It is hot out here today. That's another thing. Back here in this shade, and I'm going to be working in the next area, it's going to be in the shade too, behind the house. And I don't have my 3-piece suit on. So, it's not too bad. It's hateful. That's a pretty piece of wood. Well, you got 2 defects in it there. I knew it had defects in it there. You also got a crack here. I wouldn't want to make anything serious out of it. It's good fence boards. Well, I might have wanted some of that stuff. I don't know. I will keep it in mind. It's back here. It kind of looks, it's calling for maybe a possible thunder shower today, so everything's covered up. I did start to cut up the slab wood. push that over there and finish cutting that up. But I ran out of go juice in my little baby saw. Here's what we got. Got a whole pile of ugly lumber. It almost looks like white oak. See how it's turning pink? Anyhow, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That might be enough to put one of them things together. So if I have enough to put one of those together, we're going to be back maybe later up in the woods getting some of that wood out of there. So I'm glad you stopped along, kind of see what I'm working on today. I'll put this one on tonight. Just you're going to get a hodgepodge of dropping logs, hauling logs, all sorts of stuff, just so you don't see the same thing every day. So I'll try to mix it up, so about every third or fourth day I'm going to probably cut another one of those. Well, I need another one for another rack, so I know I'm going to need to at least cut one more. So stay tuned, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon if you want to see what's next. Next, what I'm doing though is taking those up and start putting a wood box together. So I'm going to take you up, but I don't know when I'll show that. So thanks for stopping in. We'll see you later now. Bye-bye.